Hey guys, this is Gathaway here. English displayed subtitles. Is there any subtitles? In the game. Assuming for the gameplay for Sable. This is Gathaway anyway. Shed works. So I says jump. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Can't see. I already knew that. I don't know. This game's confusing. Is there a map? Yeah, there's a map that's not showing me anything. Oh, I didn't see that ladder there. The best camp. I can feel Janice smiling behind her mask, just as I know. She can feel the teeth baring little glimpses behind mine. I'm nervous. She's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have a little to worry about. You know about you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I know. I know. You tell Jed I know, but it hasn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and you have act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. Feel the memory in my fingers, but then you promised you I was going to be alright. I told you how much I have loved riding my bike as a young woman, and now, wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and put those little grasping claws on the handles you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She would do whatever she wants. She reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mast. You can, Sable. I can take a breath. I think I'm ready. I think Jeddah encouragement and tell her with a nod that I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I know you are. Let's still get you started. You need to talk to Handel and Dress. Dress should already have made the arrangements for your bike. And Handel will share something. Well, let's say it's as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jed is saying, but I can stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. I'll be back soon. What if I choose the wrong path? Ask Joda what I become if I choose the wrong path. There's no wrong path, Sable, or right ones. You'll be glad to choose to stay with it, with the looks pretty. But, truth will be told, I will glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do deal with my blessing, and don't try using any excuse to come home really early, hey? She knows me. Now, we'll speak to Heddle. We'll be off soon. See you soon. And then speak to Dress as well. I told you to raid you bike and Sizzle if you know where he is. I have something to give you. What compass gives to help you on your journey. It's the same one I've used in my gliding. The artifact, you might say. Taking the device in the palm. It fits naturally there. Perfectly weighed and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible satisfying precision. Thank you. So it's over here. Ceremony. I approach Handel and give me an enthusiastic wave. I always appreciate Handel's service, verge, and vigor. And on a day like this, I'm ready to match it. I'll be with a touch of nerves balance, able to take this. He hands me a small round stone, and nestles into my palm. For the warmth not borrowed from the Handel's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it, and I find it softly electric, like a static of cloth. What is this? I try to sound confused than I am, but ask Handel what it is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. Would you have given you a guiding stone? What would you feel? I tell Handel and I feel electricity. Then you think you're doing it right. You feel that the stone is openness. I looked at the stone, it seems quietly closed. When these stones are vessels and are perpetuable, they suck you up with power and little sponges and hold it there for you for the channel. Right now it's empty or dormant, and I'm waiting for you to fill it up. And I asked how I could do this. Taking the temple runs to the edge of the cannon. You'll be able to activate it there. Handel claps her hands twice and bobs a little. Appreciate their goods mood at a time like this. Come back into me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. And about to leave, Heddle stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek of the temple, so go see Dress. He was meant to get ready for you, yes. I remember his words now. And I'll go and tell Heddle I'll go and see Dress. Best camp. you myself to be too eager. All I can do is raise up the Grizz. Grizz is enchant manager. I strongly suspect that he has been working with on my bike in secret. Or has some custom feature. What it would be, what the name would be. I wonder how fast would it go. I feel sore if I use it. Just turns a bit to start. Sable, hello. Hello, how are you today? That's just how he is. I am well. Let it hang in there for a moment, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't the words spill out. That's my dress if you might sort of possibly maybe have a bite from me. Your bike? He knows the idea he just had. Your bike, yes, of course, yes. Right, yes, your bike. That was meant to. I'm prepared for you. Perhaps today is your gilding. Dress nods along with me. Yes, of course, right. Yes, I have to do that. My blood runs cold. Have you forgotten which one means I arranged it for you? And well, it's sort of tutorial for you. Tutorial? Exactly, a learning experience. You see, Sable, before you can own your own bike, they must be proved your way that you can ride a bike by taking a test ride of a different bike. Goodbye to find the herd a part of a gelding, but dress does not seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, like you to try this up bike as a test. Just gestures to the sand cutter to the side. It's quite old and a little shabby. A tester if I ever seen one. I'll give it a go. Really, I mean, yes, good. Be gentle though. This sand cutter's older than Jetta. Treat your with your respect. Now ride the bike through the ring and back. Here's some advice for you. You're my young glider. Don't fall off. Don't lose your bike. Okay. Nothing feedback is crazy. How do I get off a bike? Oh, square. Turned to dress and was somehow managed to see and caught off guard. Despite knowing I was coming, Sable congratulations, I was your first pre-glide ride. Any strange rattles, displaying hissing, small fires. What do you mean fires? Surely you noticed you were on fire for even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Was that a possibility? What assuming it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Is this bike dangerous? Everything sounded normal. Well, it doesn't finish. Have you already been to Haddle? Oh. Nearly forgotten to handle and thank Dress for the reminder. Before any least nudging about him a little about the bike, I asked him if I have still getting one. You're getting used to the sand cutter test or something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And here got something to show you too, help you out, and more than that, mobility you're after. But the convinced of the exercise only lightly tarnished. Thank Dress very much of his help and his bike, and it's apart from her though. So what am I doing? They're giving some with the altar. What am I doing now? I need a bike. Which makes me worldly. Hello, little glider. Strange thing called their big glider to you. What was that gliding like? It's so strange. I told Giant how strange it's called glider instead of Sable. Even his grandchild just trying to get used to it. She seems really likes it. Maybe I like it too. A little glider. There, what am I doing? Head over to Temple Sable. I promise it will be worth the trip. So, quest. Find my bike again. Seems interesting. Maybe I'll do a let's play for one day. So, yeah, on the bike. Whoops. That take feedback every time you drive the car. It's crazy. I don't think I'm going the right way. Oof. It's like they drawn it. It's pretty cool. You're gonna go the right way. The stone thrumps when the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid it's exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? I'm afraid, and yes and no. I'm ready for Rhoda to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her courtesy, a scared place, sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Whoops. Okay. Platforming. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing then. Can you stop jumping over shit, please? Okay. Can you go? Of course, my stamina's down. Come on, I can't see. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna go. It should be let's stick to run. That's just me. Really, I was just there. Come on, Stanima. And you run out of stamina really quickly. Jesus. Oh my god, you're so weak. Come on. Thanks. Thanks, game. I'm gonna wait for it to come back. Come on, go. I would love it to be less bright, less fucking blurry. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way it looks. It's just like an alien power or something. I don't know. No, where's my bike? When I return to home, I clear to know they know what I've just experienced inside on my half. It's my way of just that makes me miss them before I even left. Isn't that incredible? How does it feel? Aside in true freedom. Tell how hovering is deciding and ramble for a moment. It's all about things I'm able to do when I'm out there in the world. Most of them involve me falling on my head and not getting hurt. But I'm sure I'll come up more than in practice, right? You can do anything you want. Isn't the sigh they let out hold a bit of sorrow? Well, you're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much that feeling just floating on the breeze. I suppose it's best that it fades with age, or else I might never have come back from my gliding. It's just being out there, heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. It's really what would you do? Wish we could something we can keep from predictably. So do I, Sable. So do I. I know people manage to keep it up, but if I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do, it takes some really furious focus. When Hado laughs, and if there's a bit of regret in it, and I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose that gilding wouldn't mean much of it if it were all gains, no loss. Think about it. If I decide there's already too much loss on my mind, considered it much farther. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose a turtle to sacrifice for another time. You're going to have love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice: try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you just put a joy for yourself. Thank Handle for your advice and for their help. I'll tell them I miss them. Be over before you know it. Warning resistance in one time. Say goodbye to Handle. Before I go, Handle gestures toward the tower. It seems Sizzle wishes me to see me before I leave the clan. She was a clanner of Isabel, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall. I think they're of her more of kind of this relation than some sort of outsider. As I told them, given their posts by their training and their code, must go to where they are needed. But Cizo has been among us so long. It is easier to forget. It's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think she is the interpretation among the other clans that is exhibitively are quite unsure, or that our destination of activity versus outclanners, so just some nervous upturning of those who are unlike us. Same things are more than the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. I'm already pleased what Sizzo did. Sable, how do you do, child? I can only think of one thing. Better know that I'm getting a bike. Excited for my bike, but worried I'm really getting a bike. Excited? Has Rosalie wildly in her voice as rumbles through her mask as she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Chetty told me how excited you are. Sizzle sniffs. She also told me Fred will be coming along to get her bike together, but I think she might have. I knew it. What? I haven't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her that I was clearing my throat. I meant to, but I was dressed under forgiveness. But I was asked so many odds and ends, I might be just scattered. And besides, this is good for you. I want to be scavenged and hoverbike parts for yourself. I want to make my own hoverbike? I asked her, do I expect to make my own hoverbike? No, you're going to make your hoverbike. You are going to build your own hoverbike. Of course. Suggest that you're created something, but your bike already exists. There simply hasn't been taken form yet. Here, take this. It'll take us to something. This is Navigator. You can use them white points on your compass. It should be useful to find all the old parts. This is when I might start looking. Bikes were born as ruined ships and fragments spread apart. The good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You find another up the right rock near the other side of the canyon. Another behind the old dam of the hill. Use that video marked it down if you need. You need to gather a control panel or from power supply a carburetor. Before you know it, Atos says I'll be back here soon to head off to scratch up the opponents. Together we will create something more out of the old.